Hey everybody, thanks for watching. This is Andrew from Schnauzer Face Minis. Today I've got a World Eaters Dreadnought, and it's an awesome model, as we've all come to expect from Forgeworld, and it was a ton of fun to paint. So let's get started. Usually I start with the darkest shade and work up. Here I'm starting with the mid-tone because I want a really vibrant, saturated red, and that's easier to achieve by painting over white primer rather than building up over darker layers. After the mid-tone, I paint the first shade, then the first highlight, then the second shade, then the second highlight, and so on. I'm not convinced that this was significantly better than my usual workflow, but I think it's important to experiment with different techniques to keep from getting stale. So it's been a rough start to the year for us, as we've lost two beloved family members within the last month. So to help remember my Uncle Bill, I'm putting this model on eBay to support the Alzheimer's and Dementia Resource Center. It's an approved nonprofit on eBay's Giving Works program, so you can be sure that 100% of the final sale will go directly to the ADRC. And next month, I'll auction a model to support cancer research to remember my Uncle George. Hopefully, in some very small way, these auctions can make a difference. We all know someone who has battled a life-threatening illness, so please consider sharing this auction with friends, or perhaps take a moment to donate to another cause that's personal to you. I use Minotaur oil discharge to shade the darkest areas. The ghost tints are my favorite part of the Minotaur paint line. They work like pre-thinned inks, and they're great for tinting or shifting underlying colors. I'm still trying to find a style for gold that I like, and I think I'm getting a little closer. I'm using exaggerated non-metallic techniques with true metallics. I found that using the Vallejo liquid gold metallics, inks, and washes can be more forgiving than painting in traditional non-metallic. Blending is easier, and it doesn't have to be quite so precise. And of course, this still provides the reflective look that doesn't come with the non-metallic techniques. This is a whole lot easier than painting in non-metallic, so it's a great way to get a high-level finish on your gaming pieces. I recently launched schnauzerfaceminis.com, and I'd like to invite everyone to take a look. Despite the name, this isn't a website just for me. It's a community-driven resource for all miniature painters. I'm happy to create, integrate, or host any content that would benefit the community. Just let me know what kind of content you want, and we can all work together to make it happen. When the site is completely ready, anyone will be able to submit tutorials or step-by-step walkthroughs. But I'm most excited about the forums. Yes, there are a million other painting forums out there, but I'm determined to make this one the friendliest, most encouraging, and most constructive forum in our community. For painters of all levels, it's a welcoming, positive environment. No negativity whatsoever, unless of course we're making fun of Kristen Stewart. My personal philosophy is that every painted mini is a cool mini, and our community deserves a safe, happy place to share our work without fear of haters. So don't come in here drinking your haterade. So if you've got a second, swing by schnauzerfaceminis.com and register on the forums, and let's all cultivate the happy, friendly, helpful part of our community. Just be sure to leave the hater tots at home. I focus shading around the rivets and other areas that may receive less light. I'm going for a high contrast look, so I keep the brightest highlights close to the darkest shades. Before the oil wash, I start shading with VMA silvers. A wash is a great way to pick out details, but using darker silvers will help create realistic shadows. For the base, I progress through a series of grays and try to pick out highlights around cracks and on raised surfaces. This base is from ID Works. I'd never heard of them, and then I stumbled across their inventory while shopping on FRP Games. I think they make the coolest precast bases I've ever seen. Unfortunately, their sizes are only for Warhammer Fantasy and 40k models, so us War Machine guys will have to look elsewhere, but still they're pretty cool. I make washes using various weathering pigments. When the water evaporates, the pigment will stay behind with a dry, dusty finish. This is a really easy way to add some extra life to your bases. And that should just about do it. If you've got a free second, please consider checking out the charity auction. And remember that today is as good a day as any to give your loved ones an extra big hug, or maybe call a friend you haven't talked to for a while. So thanks for watching, be good to each other, and take a moment to appreciate all that you've got to be thankful for. See you guys next time.